In the shadow of another of the box-like apartment buildings, a lone figure stood watching. A man, Micayla thought, too big and bulky to be a teenager. Unlike the boys, who were loudly and enthusiastically giving chase, he melted into the darkness even as Micayla caught sight of him. A stray beam of moonlight slid over him to catch on something he was carrying. A pole? An aluminum baseball bat? Whatever it was black, but it had a shiny metallic gleam that showed up as a quick, glittery flash as he stepped into the light spilling from an apartment window above him, then just as quickly moved into the dark again. Micayla didn't know why, but something about the man made the hair stand up on the back of her neck. "There's somebody else here," she wanted to tell her sister. But she was too winded to say it out loud, plus Jenny was too far ahead, and Jenny never paid attention to her anyway. "Jenny! Micayla!" At the sound of the familiar voice, sharp now with angry surprise, Micayla's attention riveted on the source. Wendy Lange, blonde and slender like Jenny, stood wrapped in her shabby blue coat on the sidewalk in front of their apartment building, which was directly across the street from the vacant lot. The car she'd just gotten out of pulled off down the street, engine rattling, taillights reflecting red off the knee-high piles of snow that lined the curb. "Oh no, it's Mom!" Sounding horrified, Jenny slowed down, glancing around at her friend and her little sister in dismay, while Lori made a face and muttered, "Busted," out of the side of her mouth. "Mom! Mom!" Micayla shrieked, waving. Unlike Jenny, she was so glad to see their mother that the gladness felt as warm as a little ball of sunshine forming inside her. Mom meant safety, and she hadn't felt safe from the moment she left the apartment. Now, suddenly, with their mother's eyes on them, she did. Stepping off the curb, Wendy waved back specifically at Micayla as she started across the street toward them. Despite the wave, Micayla could tell from the way she was walking that she was mad. At Jenny, though, not at her. Her mother rarely got mad at her. "Micayla's my good girl," was what she always said. Because Micayla always was. "We went out to get some milk," Jenny hissed, backtracking to grab Micayla's hand. "Here? We were just going to walk down to the little all-night grocery on Hines because you wanted milk, but we got scared and decided to come back. Got that? Don't you dare say anything about us spying on the guys." "She's gonna know." Jenny squeezed her hand so hard that Micayla yelped. "Not if you don't tell her she won't." "Okay, you don't have to hurt me." "You just better not tell." "I won't." "You girls, get over here right now." It was their mother's stern voice. Micayla felt sorry for Jenny. Jenny got in trouble a lot, and Micayla hated it every time, whether Jenny deserved it or not. "The guys took off," Lori muttered to Jenny, who glanced back. Micayla glanced back too, and saw that the boys were indeed nowhere in sight. Only she, Jenny, and Lori were left to face Wendy's wrath. Micayla felt a sinking sensation in the pit of her stomach. Jenny would probably get her face slapped at the very least, and the prospect made Micayla feel sick. She hated it when Mom and Jenny fought. Wendy would say that Jenny was the one who'd been left in charge, and Jenny was older. Sometimes Micayla felt bad because, according to their mother, nothing was ever her fault. Although if she lied like Jenny wanted her to and got caught, this time it might be her fault, and this time she might get her face slapped too. That wasn't so good either. "Come on!" Jenny yanked on her hand. Lori had dropped back, obviously glad she wasn't the one whose mom was furiously marching toward them. By this time, Wendy had almost reached their side of the street. Stumbling a little because of the relentlessness with which Jenny was pulling her, Micayla kept her eyes on their mother as Wendy stepped carefully up onto the snow-packed path between the drifts that led to the sidewalk. Head bent, Wendy was watching her feet. The moonlight brightened her short blonde hair, gleamed off the slick wet blackness of the street behind her, sent her long shadow stretching out toward the hurrying girls. That moment,